Hey guys, me Lauren. I am going to be talking to you today about the impact of COVID-19 on the financial markets. Just for a quick overview, on Friday, February 21st, 2020, the US stock declined sharply following the outbreak of the coronavirus across the globe, with increasingly more cases being reported for China, which then led to all three major stocks indexes tanking on that day, depicted in the graph on the right that's presented in my slide. As you can see, the NASDAQ, S&P 500, and the DJI were all down 1.8, 1.1, and 0.8%. And then in terms of short-term impact, we saw that the market participants ranging from institutional to retail investors began shifting from risky investments to less risky assets. So like government bonds, gold, this would be another key finder in a substantial shock in the market. So on to the next slide, this of the impact of it. And this was basically COVID-19 has had obviously a massive impact on employees' well-being and in turn of their productivity in the workplace. So financial institutions have had to take great strides to reinvent the workplace, supporting a work from home model while meeting compliance expectations as well. During the pandemic, massive stimulus checks were provided to offset a much larger problem, which was a systematic strain on liquidity. And then at the height of COVID-19, it was imperative for financial service companies to communicate effectively in order to create and execute on a business continuity plan. And a business continuity plan is basically a document that outlines how businesses will continue to operate during an unplanned disruption of service. So COVID-19 not expected. And then in order for the plan to be effective, all key stakeholders will need to be involved: customers, shareholders, and regulators. On to the next slide, the aftermath of COVID-19. Just now that all the countries and economies are beginning to open up at full scale, businesses in the financial sector are now opposed with new challenges to incentivize employees to come back to the office. We've discussed this at high level, but now we are faced with a conundrum in the workplace. So studies have shown that over 54% of workers would want to work from home after the pandemic, while over 83% of CEOs are wanting employees back in the office in 2021. So just as you can imagine, this would pose a significant challenge in the workplace. And how can business effectively support their employees while effectively driving efficiency and productivity across the organization? So thanks for listening to my presentation on the impact of COVID-19, and I will look forward to hearing your questions. Thanks, guys.